check him out each time a shot goes up. Guys, easier said than done.
Thanks, Doris. Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Mozgov, he's checked in for Jordan. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. And Mike Miller subbed in for Matt Barnes. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Perkins, he's checked in for Verejao. Tristan Thompson comes in for Kevin Love. Sean Marion, he's checked in for LeBron. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Off the left rim and out. Los Angeles has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first.
And for the Clippers, in their 30 years in L.A., folks, only 6 times have they finished the regular season with a better winning percentage than the Lakers. Man, it's been domination by the Lakers out there in L.A. land. So Clipper fans are hoping that this is a sign of things to come going forward for their team, the Clippers.
Kept alive. Perkins, the pass to Marion. Dellavedova dishes to Smith.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Here's Mozgov after Austin Rivers scored. Paul kicks to Mozgov. Here's Davis from down in the low post. It goes. Davis has got his first basket of the night.
Sloppy defense there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Well, when he does, that's an automatic bucket.
And Davis sends it back. But they'll get another chance. And Thompson kicks to Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Cavaliers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
On tap Monday, January 19th, Paul George and the Indiana Pacers take on James Harden and the Houston Rockets. You don't want to miss it.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Well, the other thing I like is defensively they're causing turnovers, and that's allowing them to get into transition.
On the court for Cleveland, we've got J.R. Smith. Spencer Hawes out there with Thompson. Then there's Irving. And it's Marion in at the small forward. Now, here's Redick. 20 points for him last game against Portland. Here's the screen. Pass to Miller from the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
Well, it's their only look at this team all season for these fans, Kevin, with the interconference matchup that we have.
Clippers trail by 9. Redick passes to Mozgov. Irving against Paul. And Redick kicks to Miller. Good on the triple. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
Agreed, Clark. They've poured in 3 of the last 5 baskets on pretty open looks behind the...
And Marion gets it to go.
They've really flipped things around offensively.
Well, anytime you can make more than half your shots, Clark, you take that any day of the week.
Sean Marion, with 15 years in the NBA, a very good 15 years, basically talked about retiring even though he was still playing well at the conclusion of last season. Although I guess he did have a change of heart.
Irving from long range. Shot is off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You know, that was one of the worst efforts you'll see from them, guys. Even though they were playing against a better team, it shouldn't have been that bad.
And, Steve, even against a mediocre team, that performance wouldn't have been good enough. But you play that way against a good team, and you'll really get blasted.
A different look for the Clippers. Jordan, he's checked in for Mozgov. Griffin comes in for Davis, and it's Barnes in for J.J. Redick. Cleveland also making some changes. Kevin Love's checked in for Tristan Thompson. James comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith.
And Marion, a four-time All-Star, one of the most athletic and versatile players in league history. Still an excellent role player, even after all these years.
Ball outside. Griffin a screen on Irving. Paul dishes to Griffin. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And stolen by LeBron. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Marion has made a good chunk of change over his career. A lot of money. He said he wanted to walk away while he could still walk.
Yeah, well, he can't walk in his game. Certainly could still walk and talk. An excellent defender, an energy player, a stat sheet stuffer. I'm quite pleased that he hasn't decided to hang him up yet.
And Cleveland making a change here. Verajau's checked in. Now here's James. Back to Irving. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Verajau. Love trying to break loose. And another miss by Cleveland. Clippers trail by 9. And Irving comes to help. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand, Jim. You're right.
If he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
They get the rebound. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. And James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. 7 points for LeBron.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
You know, an interesting study came out recently that argued that steals are really undervalued, not just because they create high percentage scoring opportunities at the other end, but also there just aren't that many players who really excel in that area.
Let's take a peek now here at the league leaders in rebounding. 5th, DeAndre Jordan.
Now, you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what's made him such an important piece of the puzzle.
Clippers with the ball, trailing by 10. We talk about steals, one of the harder stats to replace. Some players just have the knack.
Yeah, you know, when you replace a guy who can take the ball away from opponents, a great stealer, I mean, it's hard to replace that in your lineup. Steals require a special knack, quickness, anticipation. You know, guys that do a good job of ball hawking can really get into an opposing player's head, too. I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Griffin a screen on Irving. Paul passes to Miller. Tries from 10. No good off the back of the rim. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Kicks it to Dellavedova. Love outside. A floater, and he gets it to go. And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of basketball. Jordan with a screen on Irving. Paul kicks to Griffin. And it's Miller penetrating. That one goes. Come on.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Cleveland. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the night.
And you take a look at the statistics. This club is shooting 74% as a team.
You know, they've really put themselves behind the 8 ball in so many of their games because they just have not been able to knock down those foul shots.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in.
Well, it was only recently that the Cavs fans were worried that they'd lose Kyrie Irving in free agency, much like they'd lost LeBron. Now, not only has LeBron returned, but the Cavs have locked up Irving to a long-term contract.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. It's LeBron with the drive. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Paul outside. Just his first attempt. Griffin's shot is off. Cavaliers have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Dellavedova dishes to Irving. There's the 3. And James gets it to go on the assist by Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 now on the night. Clippers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass and the dunk by Jordan.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way around.
Agreed.
All of the above.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Paul outside. He kicks it to Griffin. And it's Paul penetrating. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
Man, I like the way he capped that drive off, guys, with the one-hand punch.
And so we wrap up the first half. Cleveland ahead, up by 8. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I'm here with J.R. Smith. What is foremost in your mind going up against these guys tonight?
Well, I'm just starting off attack. Wait and see what my jump shot does in the second half and try to get to that free throw line.
JR, appreciate the time as
The second half about to start here in just a few moments. You have to like what we're seeing from J.R. Smith.
Well, in terms of his points in the first half, I mean, that's pretty much what we've come to expect out of him.
Yeah, that's an open book on all you need to know about what talent he has. I'll bet he adds a lot more to that tally in the second half.